you're expecting this from me. I don't know if I was expecting this from me, but here we are. I recently just found out that Rick Riordan is working with Netflix to make a featured movie series, I think, on the Kane Chronicles. All right, here we go. Let's watch this video. It's like 10 seconds long about Rick telling us.
Want some more exciting news? We're developing the Kane Chronicles as feature films for Netflix. Yes. More news soon.
You know, good for him. He's doing good in life. He's genuinely a good person. He's lifting up other voices. I'm glad that he's a staple in like the book community. But anyways, so I wanted to make this video and kind of talk about the Kane Chronicles because I haven't read them in a long time. Do you remember reading the Kane Chronicles? Because I remember reading them, but like that was like 10 years ago. So I'm really excited to reread them. So with that, I have a question. If I were to host a fun little readathon where we're just like, we're relaxing, we're having a good time, we're reading the Kane Chronicles, I think we should also read other books on Egypt and Egyptian mythology. I think that would be fun. I don't know about you, but I used to study Egyptian mythology. Not like study, but basically we had like a section in middle school or high school, I don't remember, where we looked at multiple different mythologies from all around the world. I think we looked at like 8 total or something like that. So we looked at a lot of different ones. So a portion of that was Egyptian mythology. And I went to Egypt before then as well. So I thought it was really interesting kind of connecting like my experience going to Egypt and seeing like the pyramids of Giza and seeing the culture and seeing all of the different ways that the pharaohs were represented and the different ways the gods were represented. And then also learning about that more in depth years later. So I think it would be interesting to kind of go back and relearn some of those things because I don't know about you, but my memory is terrible. Like if I try to remember what happens in the Kane Chronicles, like if I try to remember the Red Pyramid, for instance, I remember very little, but I do remember a lot of like random little bits and highlights. And I know a lot of people kind of focus on the Percy Jackson series, and I love the Percy Jackson series. I love it. But you know what? The Kane Chronicles never got the same amount of hype, I think. Like even one of my best friends, Tasia, sorry Tasia if you're watching this, I'm gonna call you out because you just messaged me that you only read 2 of them. Even my friend Tasia, who was obsessed with Percy Jackson just like me, she only read 2 of them. And I read the whole series and I really loved it. I thought it was really good. It's about 2 siblings, Sadie and the other one. I think this is a great moment to focus on the Kane Chronicles because I really enjoyed them. So let's look up a synopsis because you know I haven't read a synopsis for the Kane Chronicles in 10 years at least. So let's see. What even is the first book? Is the Red Pyramid the first book? Let's find out. Oh, it is. Oh, thank goodness. And also they just got, I don't know if it just, but they semi-recently got new soft cover, like paperback covers, which I think some people said they didn't like. I thought they looked pretty good, so I think I'm gonna actually get the new set because they look cute in my mind. Yeah, published Disney Hyperion 2010. And you know, the first one was like over 500 pages for a middle schooler. I wanna say, I'm pretty proud of reading that much. Oh wow, I didn't even rate it. I mean, I didn't have a Goodreads then. I didn't care, but you know, it's fine. Oh my God, Carter. Oh, okay. Okay, this is just too good. Okay, here's the synopsis for the first book, all right? Since his mother's death 6 years ago, Carter Kane has been living out of a suitcase, traveling the globe with his father, the brilliant Egyptologist, Dr. Julius Kane. But while Carter's been homeschooled, his younger sister Sadie has been living with their grandparents in London. I forgot how good this was, oh my God. Sadie has just what Carter wants, school friends and a chance at a normal life. But Carter has just what Sadie longs for, time with their father. After 6 years of living apart, the siblings have almost nothing in common until now. Okay. On Christmas Eve, Sadie and Carter are reunited when their father brings them to the British Museum with a promise that he's going to make things right. But all does not go according to plan. Sadie and Carter watch as Julius summons a mysterious figure who quickly banishes their father and causes a fiery explosion. How could you not want to read this? Okay. Soon Carter and Sadie discover that the gods of ancient Egypt are waking, and the worst of them, Set, has a frightening scheme. To save their father, they must embark on a dangerous journey, a quest that brings them ever closer to the truth about their family and its links to the House of Life, a secret order that has existed since the time of the pharaohs. Now, I mean, I don't know about you, but yes. The answer is yes. Oh my gosh. Oh, this book is so good. See, it's so interesting because a lot of the community reviews are from so long ago. It's not, people haven't like read the series in forever. Oh man. Look at that. Yes, there were only ever 3 books in this series, but I think it was perfectly contained in those 3 books. Like Percy Jackson went on to kind of like the spin-off series with the Heroes of Olympus. Yeah, the Heroes of Olympus series, and like it kept going. And I think that worked really well. But I think having the Kane Chronicles in a 3-parter book series worked really well for it. So now I kind of want to talk about what I think these feature films will contain. Listen, this is 100% speculation because literally the only information we got from Rick is a 10-second clip where he says, Netflix, feature films, it's happening, and more to come. And know that the more to come information, it's gonna take some time. First off, not a lot of production can happen right now. And anyways, they have to set up all of the things. They gotta write the script. We don't know what stage they're in at, but I'm going to just kind of assume they're at level 1. They just kind of like signed the deal. They said, okay, you can tell the people it's official. We got this going. Now they gotta figure out the script. They gotta figure out all the things like that. Yeah, here's my main concern. We just found out that the Avatar creators, Michael Dante DiMartino and Brian Konietzko, left the production team kind of the Netflix adaptation of Avatar. So here's my main concern is that since we just saw these pivotal people leave a Netflix adaptation team of a different like adaptation that had already been ruined previously, I'm a little worried that something similar would happen with the Kane Chronicles. Not as worried, I think, as some other people might be, because we heard about Rick meeting with all of the Disney execs in Disney, like I think it was like a year ago at this time. I feel like he has pulled all of his strings to make sure that everything's under his terms, especially since the first 2 movies. And I don't know if you've read the many letters that he sent to the scriptwriters of those scripts, but those are a good time. You should read it. You should watch a dramatic reading of them because it's something. But that's my main concern. I think it's gonna be good. I think they're going to age up the characters. Okay, where was I? Sorry, my camera died. Anyways, I digress. In sum, I'm really excited about this venture into Netflix feature films with the Kane Chronicles. I feel like most Netflix book-to-movie adaptations, we're not going to talk about Avatar because we don't know what's going on there, really. We know very little. But from what I've seen, most Netflix book-to-movie adaptations look pretty accurate. I'm sure you can find many examples to write down in the comments. Let me know if you have any. But from what I've seen personally and from the books that I've read and then the movie adaptations I have watched, I have been pretty satisfied. I think it's vital to remember that books and movies are entirely different media formats. They're totally different in the way that different things can be presented. You can read a book for 12 hours and get a full story, but then you're not gonna watch a 12-hour movie. I know you might want to for the Kane Chronicles, for instance, but most of the public doesn't. So it has to transform those pages into actual seconds on a screen. And also all of the things that are background description and things like that would be portrayed through movie sets and costumes and hair and makeup and all of those things. So just the way that it would be transformed, it's a different medium. I mean, you don't call audiobooks and comic books the same format either. So it's just gonna be portrayed differently. But I'm hoping that the main scenes and the personalities of the characters will at least remain true to the original media. That's all I want. That's all I'm really looking for. Hopefully they don't do anything weird with aging them up. I think they could be aged up a little bit, but I think they were like 14 and 15, maybe. They might be aged up just a tad, just to make it a little more all audience friendly, I guess, but who knows? The point is, I'm very excited for this. I'd love to hear your thoughts, what you're thinking about it. Maybe you're pessimistic about the whole thing. Let me know why. Let me know your reasoning, because I get it. We've been disappointed in the past. But let me know if that idea of a readathon sounds interesting, because I think it would be a lot of fun. I'm not sure how soon-ish I would plan it. It might be more planned for the beginning of next year. It might be planned for the end of this year. I'm not sure. Let me know your thoughts on that, and let me know if you have any wild predictions of what will happen in these movies. I kept it very simple. I have very, very low expectations, I hope. Realistic, I hope. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, and if you want to see me rereading this series, if you want to know more info about a possible readathon, then you should absolutely subscribe and wait for more news, because I'm excited. I also do vlogs and TBRs and wrap-ups and book reviews and a bunch of random stuff. So if you're interested in that, subscribe button is right there. Like this video if you enjoyed it, if you watched it, might be a nice thing. And as I mentioned, let me know what you think. But otherwise, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, bye.